Good morning. 3+U, as you know, is a community-oriented show. Always love bringing you highlights from across the Tennessee Valley, but we are not the only ones who love celebrating community. And this morning, we have gone on the road down to Chickamauga, Georgia for a very special reason at the invitation of the Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union. We are here this morning in their newest location in Chickamauga, and Jed Mescon is opening up the show with me yet again this morning. He is the community liaison for the credit union. Good morning.
Julie, we haven't done this in a long time, sat next to each other.
I'm trying to not giggle.
We are. We have some great memories, but of course life moves on, and I'm really enjoying this position as the community liaison for Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union.
It's the perfect thing for you, and you and I have had some phone conversations of late about this new branch that y'all have opened here in Chickamauga. You're so excited because it is truly community.
We've been in North Georgia for a long time, but this is the first time that we've actually had a branch in the city of Chickamauga. It is a beautiful branch. I know you'll get a picture of what it looks like from the outside, but the unique thing is the brick on the outside is so similar to what you would see at the Chickamauga battlefield for some of those monuments.
Oh, really?
The architect was brilliant. So in other words, it's just really a continuation from as you drive through the battlefield. This is the first thing that you see when you enter Chickamauga.
What you're going to find throughout the course of this hour, we're going to take you on a tour of Chickamauga to a degree. You'll get to meet some of the shop owners here. You'll find about living here in Chickamauga. We'll get a history tour courtesy of John Culpepper. Great sense here, and they pride themselves on preserving that history like you're talking about. But you step in here, Jed, it's like a modern oasis, all the conveniences you would want.
It really is. We're going to talk about that in just a few minutes, our interactive teller machines, what we have available. And it is just something that Chickamauga should be very proud of. This building, it's first class. It really is up-to-date technology. And, you know, we serve 13 counties in the Tennessee Valley and North Georgia area.
Talk to me a little bit personally before we go. We're going to check in with Tammy Zumbrin as well as we open the show up for you this morning. But you're a lifelong learner. Have you been... Do you get excited all the time at what you're finding about the credit union and who all can be a part of it?
Okay, the first word that I learned getting this job was you are not a customer, you are a member. And if you join a credit union like Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union, you are an owner. So if you are a member of TVFCU, you own one share of the credit union. That goes a long way when it comes to making board decisions, when it comes to thinking about what events we're going to support in the community,
right, how
we're going to spend your money, and it really puts us to the fire because we've got more than 160,000 people who own a share.
I'm glad that you mentioned that about what events you support, because people they're probably very familiar with seeing anything you've gone to in those 13 counties brought to you by, sponsored by the Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union. They want to be that backing.
They have done a fantastic job getting that name out there in all of our counties. And being the community liaison, I know for a fact that we are in every single one of those counties. If we're not supporting some type of music fest or financial literacy operation, then we are definitely in the schools there like we are here.
So here's the thing. We're going to quit talking to Jed and walk over and catch Tammy Zumbrin, who's been on the show many times. You know her face and name as well, because when you do walk in to have your banking done, you want to feel comfortable and know that it's somebody that you're familiar with. Well, right here at the credit union in Chickamauga, they are employing people from Chickamauga and Fordo.
You're right. And please ask Tammy how you can join TVFCU. It is so simple. All you have to do is really live in the area.
Let's go find her right now. We didn't have to walk far to find her. We caught up with Tammy Zumbrin here at the newest branch of the TVFCU in Chickamauga, and she has got the answer to Jed's question on how you become a member of the credit union.
That's right. If you live, work, worship, do business in any of our 13 counties, you can join the credit union, and then your family can join. So anybody living here in Chickamauga, we would love to have you come open an account with us.
I am glad that we are in the area of the branch that we are, because behind you is one of your interactive teller machines.
Yes.
I'm a credit union member, as you well know, and I am addicted to these things.
They're
because
wonderful.
They are not an ATM machine. You're talking with a credit union employee.
You are, and I think it's important for people to know that all those employees work at 535 Chestnut Street in downtown Chattanooga. So they are local people serving our members who are also local community people.
Now, when you come here into the branch, and you're meeting face-to-face with the folks here, they are also hyper-local because they're Chickamauga or Fort O, right?
Yes, and we have one in Lafayette, but they're all right here in this area. And so you probably know them. You've probably seen them at the ball game or, you know, out doing your shopping. So we've got 6 employees here that are just looking forward to serving anybody in the community.
Okay, talk to me. I know that you are not the head of the credit union, but you've been in banking for a long time. So there's a psychology behind it, Tammy. It has to mean a lot to people, it would to me, to come in and know that I am doing business with my neighbor.
It does. People really enjoy doing business with people that they know. They also appreciate the fact decisions are made locally. Our branch manager can make most decisions, and if she can't make the decisions, then our CEO is downtown, as is all senior staff at, you know, right there on Market or Chestnut Street. So it's local, it's community driven, community owned. We love it.
I do want to touch on one more thing specific to you, then we'll talk about the hour for the show. But specific to the credit union, the world has evolved. We all live with phones in our hands and technology at our fingertips. So y'all have evolved too, because these teller machines, the interactive ones, they're 6 days a week, 7 to 7.
They are. We are very technology driven at the credit union, but we still want to keep that connection with people. So we don't want anybody to think just because we've gone to technology means that we're not, you know, having that personal touch. I think we found a good balance for both. But you can. I had somebody, a member came in here the other day when I just happened to be down here, and he said, I absolutely love that you are open longer hours and you're here to serve those of us who are out working and can't get to their financial institution during the day. That meant the world. You know, that's awesome.
Well, I've lived it, so I'm nodding my head in complete agreement with that member. So let's talk about the hour ahead, because y'all are very excited to be here.
We are.
So you've had fun getting out and exploring the Chickamauga area.
I've not been down here. I'm a Hickson girl, so you know, the other side of the world from here, but came down early on and just got to meet a lot of our neighbors down here. It's amazing. You go down to the square, a lot of neat little stores down there. It's fun. The high school, oh my gosh, you know, if you go to that high school, you're all about the sports and being there on Friday nights and cheering your team on, and it's exciting.
So you're going to feel, we hope, by the time this hour comes to an end, that you too are part of the Chickamauga community. And if you still want to keep your house in Chattanooga or Lafayette or wherever you might live, you'll definitely want to come down here and pay them a visit. So over the course of the hour, you're going to get a history lesson. You are going to have a chance to see what kind of housing opportunities are available. Hopefully we'll check in with some of the folks over at Gordon Lee High School, get some of that good school spirit going on, and we'll take you on a tour of the Gordon Lee Mansion as well. Plus, as Tammy mentioned, those downtown businesses on that quaint square that themselves are often members here of the credit union. So thanks for the invitation.
Oh, so glad you guys came down and that we're getting to highlight this wonderful part of our community.
Let the tour begin. We are back after this.